All right, another crime doc series. I binged it last night. I couldn't help it. I watched it on Max, but it is a investigative discovery um doc series. It's a three-part series. It's called Let Us Pray, a Ministry of Scandals. I knew there was a second piece of the title. I had to see what it was. Um, so this Let Us Pray, and pray is Prey, just so you know, is about these women that were brought up in this church called the IFB Church, the Independent Fundamental Baptist Church. And it goes on this years, because each one of these girls' stories are different. They represent different cities and states and towns and things like that. They each have these different stories about this church and the abuse and the cover up and the corruption that happens with inside this church. Um, really, if you have triggers, I will tell you, and I will give you that trigger warning. It does have a lot of abuse stuff in it. So I do want to warn you that it could be triggering for you if you are a, a survivor of any sort of abuse. So tread lightly there, but it is really well put together. It takes you through their stories, gives you some timelines, gives you all the characters and the people that are partaking in all of this stuff. It also gives you the ending, sort of, where people are held accountable. And that's really great to see in a doc series where you can kind of see this. Some of the stuff was shocking, and it is a four-part series, but give it a whirl. It's definitely worth a watch if you love things about cults and things like that. Always very interesting. It's still, I'm still thinking about this doc series. So go check it out, and it is on Max, and I give it a 4 star. And I just think it was really good storytelling with the women that had to go through this. A couple pieces that I think were missing was more of the interviewing of police and investigators. I think some of that was lacking. It was all pretty much told from the perspective of the women. I also didn't see where they reached out to the church for comment. I may have missed it. But there was nobody that was speaking on behalf of the church in this. So those two things are why I'm going to give it that instead of 5 stars. But go check it out.